What's up everyone? This video is just a general overview and kind of review of Pattaya, what to do in the city and what I think so far, any tips that I have, things that I recommend, let's say. So first of all, the clip that you see in the background is me on a coach, and it's from the airport in Bangkok. It took about 2 hours or 2.5, and it cost how much baht was it? Like 140 or 100 and something like that, 140 baht. So this is where I stayed in Arcadia. It has 3 stars, but I think it's more than that, and it's not a hotel, to be honest. It says hotel, but it's just an apartment, and I have a video on that. If you want to see more information, you can check my other video to see details about it, and it's in a good location, so I recommend it. Most people will be visiting this city for the nightlife, obviously. It has some reputation, I don't know if good or bad, depends on your perspective, and people also come for they have so many things related to animals, like elephant sanctuaries, dolphin aquariums, other sea life, underwater, underworld centers, and even an island, Ko Lan, which I will talk about soon. The first place is Jomtien Beach. I recommend everyone visits this beach at least once, and there is also Pattaya Beach. There are many things to do here. You can go to restaurants, bars, play volleyball, do whatever you want on the beach, relax, even have a coconut and food while you're on a sun lounger. And the chairs, they cost, I would say, around 100 bahts, between 100 and 200, depends which part of the beach. And food is not too expensive. Coconut, I think, was around 40 baht or 50. You can go to this restaurant, as you see here, which is one of, or to me it seemed like a great option. And here is some of the food. I had a green curry, a chocolate dessert, cocktail, and this banana milkshake, and together it came to 509 bahts, and I had to spend 500 because if you are using a Visa card, or contactless payment, or any foreigner card, then you need to pay or you need to spend at least 500 baht, otherwise they don't let you in this restaurant anyway to buy anything. But that's another point. Many places have a minimum if you are using card, and even in a shop like 7-Eleven, it will cost you it's 200, minimum 200 baht on card. So I recommend bringing cash, and if you want to withdraw cash from ATMs, then you need to remember that it's 220 baht to withdraw. There's a fee, and it's a flat fee of 220. So I recommend withdrawing as much money as possible when you do want to withdraw money, at least 5,000, 6,000 minimum. Next up is the night market in Jomtien also, and here you can get food, clothes, a lot of things really next to the beach. I got these pork ribs that you just saw for 170 baht, and you can get a smoothie for 30 baht, which is an amazing price. And you can also watch the sunset, as you see here. It's right next to the beach, and it's open in the evening and nighttime, so it's a perfect place for this too. Next is Wat Phra Yai, I think that's said correctly, and this is a Buddhist statue, temple on a hilltop, pretty famous in the city. You get nice views of the city as well, and there's this big golden statue, as you see here in the middle, and a few things you can buy, other things to see, some shops selling food even. So, and this really cool staircase that you must go up to see it. Then we have Bali High Pier, which is famous for going to Ko Lan, and here is a night view. It's really nice to walk at night too. You can just relax. It's pretty safe from what I've experienced so far. And here you can get to Naban Pier, it costs around 30 baht, yeah, 30 baht to go one way and 30 baht to go back. On the public ferry, you can also take a speedboat for 150 or 200 baht to get there quicker, but I guess the 30 is okay. And you can see here some pictures. It's a really beautiful island, the water is really clear, and that's the reason why people decide to go there, as the beaches are much more pristine and it's a really relaxed environment. Another notable spot that you might end up going to is Art in Paradise, as you see here. Its entry is around 200 baht for local people and 250 or even 300 if you are a foreigner and you buy the ticket online. But if you buy the ticket at the door, it's going to be around 400 or 450, I forgot. But personally, I didn't really like it that much. I don't feel it's worth going to be honest. But there are a few good illusions that you can see in the pictures and videos. It's better for children, I would say, but it's still an experience and not too expensive if you buy online. After that, it's only natural to visit the Central Marina or Terminal 21, which are both next door to the Art in Paradise, as you can see on the map. I went to Central but not to Terminal 21, which I think is Terminal is the bigger one or the more known one. As you see here, just some random things. It's a pretty big shopping mall with multiple floors and even 2 buildings. They have this food hall which was really nice and cheap. You can get a meal for around 50 baht or 60 baht and a drink for 10 or 15, so it's really affordable. In the north you can find this Sanctuary of Truth, which is also very famous. I didn't go inside, but I did visit this beach here, the apparent secret beach. It's pretty close to the sanctuary. You can even walk there in about 10 minutes. And I got one of these chairs which cost 100 baht, I believe, and it's a really chilled beach. This day it was raining, as you can clearly see, and even a thunderstorm, pretty bad one, happened, but I was still chilling. I like this weather anyway. And a little rant is that in public in this city, I think even in most of Thailand, you don't have a lot of public bins and places to put your rubbish and trash, so you should keep that in mind. And the streets can get pretty dirty, but the beach was really clean and secluded and surrounded by hotels really, so you'll find a lot of tourists on this beach, but it was pretty empty this day, obviously because of the weather. Now for the part you might have been waiting for, the most famous streets in the city, I would say Walking Street and the surrounding areas, including Pattaya Beach, or Beach Road, I guess they call it this. There's some famous soys or roads, it's like Soi 6 and Soi 7, also for party lovers, party goers. You can check them out in some other people's videos if you like, in more detail, but they are not very family friendly places, let's say that. So this is one of the main reasons people come to this city, but there is no reason that you need to connect this city with this one area, I would say, because there is a lot more to do. And if you don't go to this area, you simply won't see these things that much, or it won't happen. And it depends what time of day you go out. If you're out in the night time, of course you're going to find more of these types of activities, partying and people asking you for, different services, let's say, or offering you different things. So yeah, and if you go to the streets, I recommend, or for me, what I liked was the Club Mist, and a lot of people, the whole scene here is people sitting down at tables, and I'm not used to that really, from what I've done in the past and the ways of clubs working and partying and so on. People danced more, but now, or here anyway, that pretty much everywhere you go, that they have a lot of tables, everyone's sitting down, or even just standing at their table in a group. It feels a bit isolated, and it's even quite expensive compared to other parts of the areas. So if you're with a group of people, it seems pretty good, but if you are just alone or there are 2 of you, it's not that great. 2, it can still work, but then there isn't even anywhere to stand in a lot of places if you don't have a table. You're just like standing between 2 tables quite often, and it can get pretty awkward. It feels pretty awkward to me anyway. The general scene seems to be populated by a lot of Indian culture, Indian music, and even bars, clubs. Quite a few Russian also, but not too many. And apart from that, that's what really dominates or populates the scene over here. And I prefer going more south to Jomtien area. I liked that more, just to have a relaxed, chilled drink somewhere, and you don't get pressured by anyone, or there's no one coming up to you so often, and you can just sit by the beach, even go on the beach and relax. If you want to have a drink on the beach, people do that for until late hours into the night. There are some rooftop bars, rooftop places you can visit, go to and check out to see a good view of the city in the south too. There are a few places that I haven't mentioned which are worth visiting. For example, the Underwater World, I think is the name, and Monster Sea something. They're like aquariums, so you can see some pretty interesting animals. And if you go a bit further out the city to the east, you will find even more animal related places like elephant sanctuaries and some natural areas too. There is one large pool which I haven't been to, or a lake, I don't know what they would call it, but that's a pretty nice view from what I've seen online. So there are quite a few more things to do around here. And if you found this useful, let me know. If you have any questions about something, also let me know. I'm sure I missed a few things of the popular places that people will go to here. But okay, so see you in the next one.